Terence Bud Crawford records his 10th straight victory by KO this weekend with this highlight reel KO of David Not Spence Avanesian. Blessed love and blessed day, old boxing world, boxing nation, fighting world, fight nation. It's Coach Fire and this is Real Life Boxing. Terence Bud Crawford redeems his #1 pound for pound spot with his 10th straight KO in a row. Before we get into it, best double jab straight down the pipe with the left hook behind it. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon so you can be notified when all new content is being uploaded on the channel of Real Life Boxing. Put the left hook behind it and share the video, please and thank you. Terence Bud Crawford knocked out David Not Spence Avanesian this past weekend with a highlight reel knockout, recorded his 10th straight knockout and his 15th knockout in 20 fights. So 10 straight knockouts in a row and 15 knockouts in 20 fights. Terence Bud Crawford 39-0 with 30 big wins coming by KO. He is 35 years old, southpaw, 5'8", 74-inch reach. He is the WBO World Welterweight Champion. He was undisputed at 140 pounds. His last 10 bouts by KO: David Avanesian, Sean Porter, Kell Brook, Igadigas, Mean Machine Kavalaskis, sorry if I messed up his first name, Amir Khan, KO, Jose Benavides, KO, Jeff Horn, KO, Julius Indongo, KO, Felix Diaz, John Molina. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There you have it. Before that, he had Victor Postal. He won by UD. Hank Lundy, KO'd. Derry Jean, KO. Thomas Denorme, KO. Eureka's Gamboa, KO. So Terence Bud Crawford just on an absolute KO streak in his last 7 opponents, starting with Jeff Horn, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. His last 7 opponents were welterweights, so he is on an absolute streak. Has knocked out every fighter that he's been in the ring with at welterweight, and Terence Bud Crawford has got to be pound for pound. You know what I'm saying? He's got to be pound for pound. There are other fighters in boxing who have high KO ratios. Tank Davis has one, Artur Beterbiev, but you know what I mean? But Bud has to be #1. Bud has to be ranked pound for pound #1. And I like to see what the pound for pound rankings come out when they come out, because I don't really do my own and that type of stuff. But I would like to see where they have Bud Crawford ranked at. And on the rate that Bud Crawford is going, it is no wonder why PBC doesn't want that fight for Errol Spence. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying that Errol Spence, the big fish, doesn't want the fight, man down, because I believe that man down does want the fight. I just believe that his managers and his team around him don't want the fight. You know what I'm saying? Which is pretty apparent. I mean, all of these guys are boxers. They've been boxing since they were young, and their dream is to come up and be, you know, a world champion or undisputed or unified. But most of them, their dream, you know what I'm saying, their goal is to unify whatever division they're fighting at and become undisputed and be the best boxer in that division. You know what I'm saying? That's what most of them say. So you know, there's no doubt in my mind that Errol Spence doesn't want the fight. I'm not saying that Errol Spence doesn't want the fight, but it's pretty apparent that for some reason, maybe all those, you know, 10 straight knockout victories, it's pretty apparent that PBC, you know what I mean, they holding out on that fight. And I don't understand, like, why all the fighters, why all the fans, why y'all can't see that. You know what I'm saying? They saying Bud didn't agree with everything. Well, you know what I mean, PBC's not really giving him, you know what I mean, the type of contract that he can agree with. You know what I mean? So, but that's another story for another day. This story is Bud Crawford being #1 pound for pound, recording his 10th straight knockout, retaining his WBO welterweight champion by knockout in his hometown of Nebraska in highlight reel fashion. You know what I'm saying? Not to mention. So, you know, salute to Terence Bud Crawford. Shout out to Terence Bud Crawford for doing the thing. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully we do get the Errol Spence, you know, fight next. Errol Spence says he's ready to start negotiations, so we'll see what happens. But for now, know what I'm saying? Terence Crawford is, you know, #1 pound for pound fighter, you know what I'm saying, in boxing. Errol Spence ain't stopped nobody in a minute. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Then they're going to say Sean Porter, but hey, Terence Crawford stopped Sean Porter. You know what I'm saying? So talk to me. But you guys tell me what y'all think about it in the comment section. Terence Bud Crawford recording his 10th straight knockout victory. Until then, keep fighting your fight and protect yourself at all times. And oh yeah, don't fanboy. You know what I'm saying? Don't be a man fan. Don't be a fanboy. It's not good for your heart. It's not good for your soul. It's not good for your mind. And it's not good for your manhood. Protect yourself at all times. Peace and one love. It's Coach Fire. This is Real Life Boxing.